wish I could have played a little bit today, but I've been gone all day.
I don't know.
I think they're ready to go.
Go to the doctor. You have an infection. Here's 200 pills for you. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Good day today.
So yeah, no, I was man, it's like I was playing with one eye open there. 'Cause, like both eyes would be all fuzzy, but I still got managed to throw up one good game of 5K damage in my little meal two. That thing is so trolly
Yeah, that's
though.
not too bad.
That thing, the reload. Oh man, it, it's so. I mean, the mobility. That tank would be dangerous if it would have the mobility of the 120 and the reload. Because the only thing it really, really super has going for it is the turret. I mean, that thing is just a beast, man. I could sit there all day long as long as there's not an RD and just soak, soak, soak up damage all day long with it. But it, yeah, it's I'm digging it. The meal one, I think I'm gonna keep that tier 8. Weasel, thank you for the subscribe with your Twitch Prime. For everybody else, please, that is right. To if you are a subscriber and you're subscribed with Twitch Prime, you do have to re-up your subscription every month. Um, Weasel, there he is, the man with the plan, the guy who's been I'd gladly let stream anytime. He does such a great job. Good friend of mine, Weasel, thank you so very much for covering me on Monday and Wednesday. I heard everybody had a blast. Thank you for what you've done. You did, Weasel. You're the man. That's why I'm glad I picked you. You and D-Dub, you both are very, very good guys. I just want to say thank you. All right, guys, so everybody's picking here. There it is, the Emil 2. Yeah, that grind with the Emil 2, though. The first two packages are a must. And then that final cannon, you're like, it almost seems unnecessarily long. You ever had one of those grinds, especially like in the Germans, where there's like 8 packages?
Oh, yeah.
There's like 8 packages,
Oh, no.
and there's no. You're like, I get tracks, and it costs me 20,000 experience.
Oh, the British heavy line was the same way.
God, I hated
That's
that.
how I felt on the Skoda T50. Like, I think was it the second package? The only thing you get is tracks. I'm just like, wow, tracks, like 50,000 experience just for tracks.
Well, yeah, and then what there was one with the Brits for the Carnivon to get that. It's just a turret.
Yes, it was a pain so bad.
Just a
That's what I was referring to.
Yeah, you get the turret, and you only gain, I mean, a little bit of armor. I mean, I'm talking a little bit,
Yeah.
and I think it's like I think it's like 5 or 10 view range. That's it. And you had to grind 30K out to get a flippin' turret that looks like the 4202. And you're like, really?
Yeah, it was just completely useless.
Some of the logic on that, I'm just like, why? And this is 761 format, and the next match will be as
Oh, Weasel, you don't have to feel like a substitute, man. You're part of the family. Um, I
well.
don't.
Weasel did a great job, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hand over the golden key to anybody, just to anybody to stream on the main channel. And I mean, I've given the golden key to both DWP and also to Weasel. Um, so I'm pretty excited
VGA to
about
pick
that.
their tanks. Rez and I spent the week with Weasel while you were gone. Had a good old time.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys had a great time, and I heard Monday was a little rough, but it's okay.
Yeah, Monday was
Yeah.
a little long. Weasel did it last
Is in
minute.
like
I do have to
40
say thank
minutes
you for that.
behind.
And that was
We
my
were
fault.
so
I got
far behind.
yeah. We rushed off to the hospital, and I'm trying to text, and like I'm half in and half out of it, and I'm like, oh crap. And Weasel stepped up and did a great job, so a lot of appreciation. All right, so VGA just I don't IS3 not too bad of a pick, but if you're gonna pick eights, I mean honestly, the T-32 is made for this map.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a 90 with
Oh yeah.
90 with with APCR all day long. Ting 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 ting.
And his turret's impenetrable.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm gonna 236 you to death every 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna pin you. I mean, he could. The T-32 can rip apart a Conqueror, a WZ. The Emil turret would have huge problems on. E75 sides. It would have to be definitely sides. If he's forward, you have to get the cupola and stuff like
Right.
that. All right. So VG.
Just waiting on 36 Panzer.
So Monk, I'll have you go down VGA, and then Rez, I'll have you go down 36.
All right, VGA is pulling out a T30, 2 E50s, 2 IS3s, a T10, and a Conqueror.
It's a Lycan, a T54, a E50, one Emil 2, an E75, a Conqueror, and a WZ, a 111, 14.
Yet again, a lot of dogs from
going.
different cities. Everybody knows I'm one of those guys. Give me pair it up, pair it up, pair it up. That way you know exactly your reload speed versus the other guy's reload speed. What the extent of how far you can stretch that tank before getting ripped up. And say two conks sitting side by side, you know where you could pull up and be able to side scrape or shoot over the shoulder of. So let's see how they're going to pull this off with a dog from every city. I really, really, really like VGA's setup with their tank selections. Alrighty, here we go. To the action, guys. Remember, guys, don't watch this at source. Remember, crank it up. Crank up that resolution. All of it right there. Here soon, me and Beeve will be doing the full plunge, and all streams after this will be going into 4K. And of course, on Twitch, you'd still be able to watch it in 1080p. At least over when you watch replays, reviews over on the YouTube side, be all in 4K for you, so you can't complain with 4K. I'm pretty excited. Speaking of 4K, saw a big television guy. Big hitting it down. The Anubis. You guys still there? Did the party crash?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, you guys scare me.
Yeah, we're still
Party-
chilling in the background.
Those E50s, man, they're way out there. They need to get into that fight. One of the team's been spotted, so Pizza and them, I would have suggested come down the 8 line. They're going to run into Burmese right here. This is going to be in big trouble. Mitch Craig just subscribed. Thank you, sir, for your subscription. You're the man. Have become one of us. Hermes running for his life, screaming like a baby. All he wants to do is get a sippy cup and with a little Jack in it, and oh, Wolfie, sneaky, just comes over the top. Great job, Hermes, trying to get away. Great pickup on over there by Wolf. Let's go back to the action over here. A lot of rounds floating around.
Very even.
Jolly actually getting some pretty good bounces off his E75. Great job, sir. I really like where those IS3s are. I think that is a good position for him, but for a Conqueror, I think that's too flat.
I think the Conqueror probably should have been down on the far more right.
Yeah, maybe down the, in the waterways a little bit, coming up by just to the right of Razdog. Vinny getting stuck there in the city, just too flat. That armor's not made for it. So now the 54 and the E50 of Rex and Train. Train, be careful. Well, there's one E50. There's a second one.
Probably gets taken.
Wolfie running into a wall. 36 Pan's so scared of losing it on both flanks. He don't know where to go. Rex needs to get in there now. The Anubis fell back, so now they're able to push forward on VGA, so good read. Ooh. See Rex taking a big double tap. Train lacking in gun depression. Oh, now he's on fire. T-Rex is going to go down here. Let's get the angle over here. Pretty smooth. Going down.
And I like how hard the WZ hits, but the reload.
Anubis going to get rammed. Nice tag team ram. And Razdog's getting pummeled by IS-3s. Looks like first round's going to go out to VGA, only losing one guy. 6-1. Great job, guys.
Nice plays, guys.
We may have lost this one, but we'll be back.
Well, you get, Monk, if you want to go ahead and run through the damage here really fast.
Yeah, Vinny with 419 damage. You got Pizza Eater with 2838. Wolfie with 2359. Got Dirk 1235. You got Duck 1550. James was 1177. LM 2082. For 36 Panzer, you got Anubis with 4186. Nice damage. Congratulations. Got Razdog with 386. Rex with a donut. Dolly with 444. Daddy Smooth with 384. Killa with 8. Got Train with 39.
Shaq B, thank you for the follow. Shaq B, where you've been all my life. But great job to both guys there. Anubis definitely doing some long-range sniping. That is not typical out of that WZ. That thing is a brawler through and through. And then, if you guys ever played the 113, that is a tank with its own purpose and its own agenda in this game. And a lot of people haven't grasped how to exactly to do it. I was pleasure to see Snopey Sun And a lot of the other guys, man, that thrown up stupid amount of damage. I mean, who would have think to see 10k damage out of a 113, and doing a clutch victory at getting a Radley's, and then him taking down 4 tanks in a row from full health in his 113. I'm like, you just stare at him and you're like, how? How? And it's crazy. I mean, just the talent of a lot of these guys that they do with this game now. It's pretty amazing. I hope they continue with their success. I hope the console version of this lives on for a lot longer. I know PC, they show no signs of slowing down one bit, do they?
No, they have actually. They had their moment where they're losing people, then they're slowly climbing back. So nice to see that as well. PCs or consoles was growing. More and more people start playing daily. So
Yeah. All right, VGA coming out with a
big
T30,
community.
pair of E50s, pair of IS3s, a T10, and a conch. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And then we're just waiting on one more tank coming. A little bit more mobility. Glad they're doing it this way. 36 pans, Lycan, pair of T54s, E50, Emil 2, E75, and then Anubis to the WZ. I am great up in the house. So many good people. Weasel's over there. So everybody say hi to Weasel. Great's up in the house. Krispy Kreme. Wits is up in there. Everybody say hello to Ellie. Jackalmore. Thank you for coming out. A lot of great chat going on over there in the Twitch chat. Love seeing it. Vita Bada Bing actually not running a first aid, but he is running food on his conch. And T10, this is an interesting mix. So it has to be a glitch. So small repair kit, small first aid kit, but an American high octane fuel. That's running large all the way across the board. Game's running large. Running small. Right, we're gonna have a little preemptive brawl. What do you guys think of this move by 36 pans? A little more aggressive.
I like it. They probably realized that playing too passive didn't work out for them. So try out being aggressive, see if that works for them.
Oh yeah, they got to change something just to try to secure at least a 1-round victory.
All right, so Dirk's gonna be
So far,
Overwatch
it's
now.
working.
Yeah.
They're pushing the VGAs away.
Dirk. Oh.
That was nasty.
Yes, it was.
Doug earlier wanted me to point out that Dirk has now got his second mark of excellence on his T30, and is working towards his third. So he's getting pretty good in that thing.
All right, so now come on over here to the Emil 2 and the E75s. They got to hold each other down there. LM's taking shots from the Emil. Emil's now on reload, so reload on that thing's 36 seconds. So I mean, all right. So now they got to realize that their heavies are now. Burmese is in big trouble. Their heavies are getting flanked. Burmese is gone. Daddy Smooth, who's still on a reload. Those mediums got to get off the hill. Oh, we're taking a long route. They should have just pushed in on that T30 and all those guys over there. Nail 2 in this scenario, it's real finicky because shot time on it is real slow.
Nice to see VGA capitalizing on their overmatch.
Yeah, most definitely. Coming in, man, they just swarmed them. 5-on-2
I
scenario.
would have liked to see 12 Panzer do the same thing against the IS-3 and the T-30, but took a little too long on that.
Raz way back there. T-54, that's one thing. It's not really known to be a good sniper. We're still on a reload, so C-Rex needs to lead the charge. There you go. Rex. Oh. Rex pushing in to the rest of the VGA there. Ooh, nice focus fire there. Hate to say this is the sloppiest I've ever seen 36 Panzer play.
Anubis left again. Ooh, nice bounce. Sorry, guys.
VGA stayed tight. They pushed in the correct places. They countered. They moved. You got to give it to VGA that round. I mean, they've definitely shown that they were that their communication was a lot cleaner and on point. Pizza Eater coming with
They definitely came out hungry.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in time, I mean, the Lycan ain't doing nothing. He's throwing up donuts. You got to change it up. Time to rethink your call and your tank placements on the 36 pan side. Stand up, take a breath, collect your thoughts, and sit back down and get into it here. Wow. It's crazy.
Do what map they want. Super waffles.
Everybody in there talking about Tubbins being number 28th of all time great Hall of Fame tankers. Of course, Mr. Sir Tubbins, leader of the infamous Immortals. Oh, speaking of which, the Immortals, go check out Steel Titan and a lot of the great guys. If you're wanting to get into competitive and you're really truly interested, and want to learn more and everything else, they have Open It Up Comp 101 with competitive mentors that will help you firsthand. You'll even have matches that you can learn how to call if you think you have a part in that, or proper tank picks, stuff like that. So check that out. Yet again, it's up there on the Wednesday Night Fights Discord. If you're on Twitch, there it's under the main all the main things there where we have donations, our YouTube, our Twitter, our Twitch, our, I don't know, I think every link is on there. Can you even access any of that stuff when you're on a mobile though? Where like the donations and all that stuff is?
Oh yeah, should be able to.
Yeah.
Interesting map choice. I honestly have no clue where the spawns are on this one.
Is this for Clan Wars France? Because I would not know of any other reason why. Um, they would pick
I personally
Rastanani.
would not have chose this.
Yeah, I don't know why you would choose this.
But my guess is they've been practicing on it and they're gonna play it.
Alrighty.
Who was it? Was it VGA who played on the new map? What's that map called? The new map that just came out.
Berlin winner.
Yeah, Berlin. VGA played on
Yeah.
Berlin this week.
They played on that, and it worked out for them too.
Interesting. Berlin is definitely an interesting map. I would definitely take that as a 10v10 map. I like the concept of it. Pretty big though. I mean,
It's like a bigger, more open Himmelsdorf
Yeah.
and revamped. That's what I see out of it.
I like it more than Emilsdorf because, I'm a light guy and there's always that one little light line you can go down.
I'm down with
Hey,
any
you're
map.
the dude
really.
I like to focus because I'm sick of light players, especially
Yeah,
new
I know. I
ends
get
came.
focused so much.
Like they're just
Beaver gets me every time. His little Sheridan, he focuses me down and it makes me. Oh, I get steamed at him.
Yeah, Beaver is can be a pain. Welcome to my world. Almost every game. So I even got it today. I was speaking of which, I have to send him back another message saying good games. Hold on. Here, everybody can see. I got a good message from him. Let's see here. Who was that? Oh, Tyrannical T-Rex. Um, he tried to come at me in I was in the Emil 2 and he was in the E50 and dude, he charged across the field. And so I'm just sitting there sniping and then all of a sudden from the rear end I get this ram from an E50. I'm like, what the? So I go up and over the hill and around the corner and he is straight up chasing me. And, at this moment in time, you're not trying to pay attention to names or nothing. And it just happens that I finally get him around the corner and I'm finally reloaded and I just bloop, 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 done. I get this message. I'm like, oh, here comes the hate mail. And I'm like, wait a minute, it's Tyrannical. And he's like, love Wednesday night fights. Have a good day.
I trolled you. He was just like, yep, I killed him.
Wow.
I get that about 4 times a day. Love the show. Glad I got to kill,
Love the
Hellcat.
show.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm guessing they're rolling them.
I'll get people from HQ, they kill me and be like, hey, you're that admin on HQ, aren't you dead? It's terrible. All the other HQ guys love to just mess around and just try to mess me up any way they can.
Yeah, Beaver always thought it, he's like, no way, dude. And he was over when him and Nerve came up. So we were playing on my account, and he's like, dude, I'm getting focused. And he's like, why do we keep getting all these messages? And I'm like, open them. Holy crap, you're right. hey, love the show. Good to see you. Thanks for what you do and all this. And I'm like, yep, no problem. And of course, 82% of all of those are Artie kills. You know, I don't know.
It's just showing how much they love you.
You know, I always like getting.
Already love.
Yeah, I always love having that T92 shell just rammed down my throat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Especially when I'm in a meal one. You know.
Oh, they said Venus is about to get up there right now into or did he already?
He dropped the tag. He's been blank.
Oh, that means yep, he's going over to VGA right now.
See, now on this setup with 36 pans, why wouldn't they run that last game? That's a awesome setup.
Two conks.
Does the Anubis only have the WZ? I mean, he used to have a lot more tanks.
I swear he has more. I thought he had an E50 and a Conqueror, but I guess not.
All right, guys, if you guys want to split out the tank selections there, so Monk, go ahead and roll down 36 pans, and Rez, go down VGA.
36 Panzers pulling out a T30, a Lycan, a T10, two conks, and a WZ-111.
And VGA has a T30, a WZ-131, 3 E50s, and 2 T10s.
Alrighty, here we go, guys. All or nothing here for 12 Panzer. Because they got to do something. VGA up 2 to zip. So here we go.
All right, guys. Hold on. Guessing they're good on spawns, if I'm correct. Well, you guys said you want a north spawn. You got it.
You know
Works out
what? We
in your
need to
favor.
sit down one day and just mark off all the spawns on each map.
Well, we had a pretty comprehensive
have a
list.
list.
Man.
You have a list, but like these newer maps, I have no clue.
Yeah, we're gonna have to update that list then.
I mean, honestly, this map is absolutely 100% too big for 7v7.
I'd have to say it might even be too big for 10v10. Just a big map. This is the one you're gonna see like 15v15 on.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the focal
We
point.
need more of these maps for public matches. Less city maps, more of these.
Yeah.
Do you guys hope they release 30v30 on console?
Oh, I want them to so bad.
A break matchmaking so bad.
I'm curious. Wonder if Wargaming is gonna make one central server for the US like they did PC.
I don't know. I haven't talked to anybody really for a little bit. Well, this last 2 weeks. What you hear in the background, guys, that's nothing more. Go to War. That is the theme song to Wednesday Night Fights. Thanks to 11/7 Music.
Nice little spot where Dirk is sitting.
All right, Dampus gets spotted up there. Takes a big hit from Anubis, but then repays the... Oh, no. There you go. Dampus getting down into the valley. Nice hit into Burmese there. Dampus going down from Anubis. VGA kind of... This is 36 Pan's call on the map.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can tell VGA is kind of like, what to do type scenario, because they got a hold off in the one corner. And here comes the push with the mediums with Pizza, Wolfie, and Waffles. Waffles needs to stay with the group.
I think he's a little scared if he gets hit.
So trying to look for a shot. Anubis going recklessly in. There's the pay for 484.
T needs to get up there.
Alright, everybody's
L.M.
rotated.
Sitting back. Oh, there he goes. T10's finally moving in.
Burmese went down, so T30 went away, but big hit into Pizza. He needs to take some of those hits off. Nubis could possibly, yep. Nubis and Razdog. Wolfie. Oh man, watch those shots. Waffle, if Waffles would have joined them, I think this would have went a little bit different.
I agree.
You know, it's what having a medium push. You want to have all of your mediums with each other. I mean, Waffles did pull back a lot of the other front. Here comes the other push with the T10 and the T30. Waffles gonna be reloaded. Get a bounce. Nope. Shot coming from Anubis, saving it. LM all by himself. I wouldn't be charging in there. Wait for your compadres. LM going all in like crazy, man. So many trees, dude. Can't get a good camera angle. Wow, LM didn't last very long. There he goes. Never mind. Sorry, scratch that. LM taken out there. Yeah, LM doing pretty good there. You think they can pull it back? It's getting
I
fried,
think
guys.
VGA's going to be able to win this one, actually.
Oh no!
Ooh.
Oh, Venus.
That was Venus
no, that
blocking
could be
shots
it.
like that.
That might be a game changer. Oh, T30's came to say hey, though. He's going to put up... Ooh, 800. That's going to hurt.
That
Razdog.
was a good spot.
I really think that VGA can take this one. Not if Venus keeps doing that.
Oh no! Now he blocks the shoot lane.
That was a waste.
Yeah, he should have.
Yeah, absolutely.
He should have went around the H line over to the one line.
Even getting one hit in the backside or distracted it would have been a lot better than doing that. That's just suicide.
Yeah, that.
There was no point in doing that at all. I still think if LM times his shots just right, yes, it's still gonna be able to take the victory.
Dirk would look to his right. He could take out Raz right as he's on reload.
Yep.
Yet again,
Oh,
Conquer's.
there it is.
Yep. Conquer's not
Oh,
good in the
20
flats.
seconds.
26.
Dirk, you're gonna have to get in there.
LM could take 2 hits with the reload of Anubis. This is gonna be a win for
Yeah.
VGA. 3 and out.
Oh, right in the tracks.
Nice.
Look at that. Another 3 and out for
GG.
12 and 36.
Wow, we're almost an hour ahead of schedule.
Wow.
Because the last match is
The
end.
next match is
Jeez Louise.
10. Nicely done. Good games.
Man, I'm gonna get to play with crispy sooner than I thought.
They're coming in with 4K. Waffles 3562. I think if he would have stuck with Wolfie and with pizza, I think that would have been a lot quicker. I don't know what was going on. I mean, Burmese and a T30 throwing up donuts. I think 36 pens just needs to take a huge breather. Thank you for that. Subscribe. You are now one of us. Thank you so very much. You, sleep humper. You're the man. Sleep did come in here, not sure if the 360 could handle 30v30. Would be interesting. Interesting to see.
Yeah. 360 is going to be obsolete at the end of the year anyways. Well, beginning of next year. Your online games are going to be no more.
Once that X comes out, it's going to be an entire new level. They're going to be able to push the World of Tanks to a whole new capacity with that thing.
Well, I know in our meeting that we sat down with here really fast. Let me just do the damage. Anubis over there, of course. He was the anchor. 4 kills, 35-73. Anubis, you're doing a good job, but you're always you're doing a great job. If your team would mirror what you're doing, staying back, staying patient, you guys, I think you would have much greater success. I think it's some of the new guys that just need a little bit of work. So keep working at it, guys. You're a solid team. You know, much love from the WNF to the 36 pans and 12 pans group. And then VGA, of course, doing what VGA does, coming out dominant in a very dominant position. These guys have been knocking at the first place door for months, and it's just technicalities that have been keeping them not in first place. So, I mean, between these guys, Eye for an Eye, 12 Panzer, there will be changes coming to the ranks. So they've been begging and asking for this. Well, I beat this other team. Well, in the new 2018 rankings, which will launch January 1st, it is now going to be taken into an account. If you would beat the team that is ahead of you in the system, if you're ahead of them, losses are now going to cause negative points. And if you...
Oh, nice.
So now if you say, let's pull up the rankings. Let's do this right here. All right. So say tonight. Let's go to the silver division here.